Good morning, children. In the last video of the transport of gases, we already discussed the transport of oxygen. The transport of oxygen is by two ways. Number one, the less percent is dissolved in plasma and the major part is as HbO2. Now we are going to start the carbon dioxide. We already discussed the 1 gram of hemoglobin carried the 1.3 ml of oxygen. But in carbon dioxide, the 100 ml of blood, the 100 ml of blood carried 3.7 ml of CO2. That is near about 4 ml of. So the carbon dioxide is transported by two ways. Number one, by plasma, dissolved state, and the RBCs in the hemoglobin. So the first one, the way of transport of carbon dioxide is as carbonic acid. As carbonic acid. The 7% of out of 3.7 mean the 7% near about 0.3 ml it will be there. So as carbonic acid means the 7% of carbon dioxide as carbonic acid. The CO2 combined with the watery fluid of plasma. The water is there, the water, and form the bicarbonate carbonic acid. So CO2 plus water in the plasma form the H2CO3. The enzyme for the formation of it is carbonic anhydrase. Carbonic anhydrase. This 7% of CO2 form the carbonic acid in the form of carbonic acid. It is formed in the RBCs, but it is come out in the plasma and carried to the tissues or carried through the blood. The plasma, it come out from the RBCs come into the plasma and transport and dissolve in plasma. So the first we have already discussed the 7%. Now the second method of as bicarbonate of sodium and potassium. The 70% of carbon dioxide transport as sodium and potassium bicarbonate. And the third method we discussed the 23%, 70 plus 7, 23% transported as HbCO2. So here the CO2 is transported through this process occur in the RBCs. For example, this is the structure of RBCs. In RBCs, the carbon dioxide is there, water, plasma is outside, though H2O is there. They combine and form the H2CO3. That is carbonic acid. The enzyme the same, carbonic anhydrase. Carbonic anhydrase. This enzyme, in the presence of this enzyme, the carbon dioxide and water combine and form the carbonic acid. This carbonic acid is dissociate into hydrogen ion and bicarbonate ion. Dissociate into hydrogen ion and bicarbonate ion. These bicarbonate ion dissociate outside. In the plasma, they dissociate in the plasma. They are going, these are the carbonic acid is forming, dissociation is there, and continuously the carbon dioxide diffuse outside the RBCs in the plasma. In the plasma, the NaCl or the KCl is there. It dissociate and form the Na plus Cl, sodium ion and chloride ion. How much bicarbonate ion are diffused outside, that much chloride ion are diffused in. To maintain the osmotic concentration, to maintain the ionic balance, the how much bicarbonate diffuse out, that much chloride ion are diffused inside. And outside the HCO3, this HCO3 come out, diffuse outside, it combine with sodium ion. The potassium may be there, the KCl may be break down. So the bicarbonate ion plus sodium ion, it form the NaHCO3. Or if the potassium is dissociating, then the next compound HCO3. By carbonic acid form inside the plasma, inside the RBCs. This is the RBCs. Dissociate HCO3, bicarbonate ion diffuse outside, chloride get inside, the bicarbonate ion react with the sodium ion and form the NaSCO3 and KSCO3. It means this process is there. This process is called chloride shift. This process we call the chloride shift for the balance of ions. This process is called chloride shift or Hamburger shift. Hamburger shift. So the major part of 70% is transported as the SCO3 ion come out, the ionic balance will be disturbed. So to maintain the ionic balance, equal amount of chloride ion get inside, and this process is called chloride shift or Hamburger shift. And the third transportation is H, the transport of carbon dioxide as carbaminohemoglobin. The remaining 23% of carbon dioxide is transport as the carbaminohemoglobin. This compound is carbaminohemoglobin. As we know, the CO2 plus hemoglobin, this form HbCO2 or carbaminohemoglobin. This compound is also temporarily formed, short-lived. It dissociates the carbon dioxide. So the amino group of the hemoglobin, the combine with the carbon dioxide and form the HbCO2. So the 23% of CO2 is carried by hemoglobin. So we already discussed the three way of transportation of carbon dioxide. 7% as carbonic acid, 70% as bicarbonate of sodium and potassium, and the third one is 23% as carbaminohemoglobin. We already discussed the HbCO2 and HbCO2, carbaminohemoglobin or oxyhemoglobin. They are the temporary compound or the short-lived compound. They can easily dissociate the oxygen and CO2. How they dissociate, we will discuss. Now we discuss the transport of carbon monoxide that is called carboxyhemoglobin. With the carboxyhemoglobin, the carbon monoxide when combined with the hemoglobin. The carbon monoxide, as we know, it is produced in the deficiency of oxygen. When the close burning is there, the oxygen availability is less, the gas produces not the carbon dioxide. When the sufficient amount of oxygen is there, any burning combustion is there, CO2 is produced. When the deficiency of oxygen is there, carbon monoxide is formed. So the hemoglobin combined with the carbon monoxide form the carboxyhemoglobin. Carboxyhemoglobin, and this is the stable compound. Complex is permanent, not dissociate the carbon monoxide easily. If this complex is formed, they release the carbon dioxide, it can release the oxygen. But this complex is formed, the carbon monoxide is not dissociate, and the hemoglobin wastage is there because it is not able to combine with the oxygen. So it will not free the carbon monoxide. For any respiratory gas, it is called carbon monoxide poisoning. Carbon monoxide poisoning. As we know, the hemoglobin has the 200 times more affinity to combine with carbon monoxide. It has the more capability, more affinity towards the carbon monoxide. It means it can readily combine with the carbon monoxide and form the complex compound. So it does not free the carbon monoxide. That's why it is called carbon monoxide poisoning. Suffocation due to non-transporting of oxygen, the person can, due to suffocation, it can be, he or she can be died. So now we discuss the oxygen dissociation curve in the next video.